Let's be honest. When was the last time our marketing actually moved someone? When an impression was actually its definition of impressing something on someone, not just a view, an actual impression. Not trick them into a click, but made them feel something before the click. Because if all you've got is attention, well, congratulations, we've now entered the shouting in a nightclub phase of marketing. The lights are bright, the bass is shaking, and for the last 20 years, marketers have been out there in their best authentic outfits. Sequin sincerity, ironic confidence, each one of us doing that awkward, overbite dance. You know the one. That one. Trying just hard enough to get noticed while still yelling, "You can trust me." Every marketer scanning the room, desperate for that perfect flash of eye contact. And for a while, that has been success. Being seen felt like connection. But let's be real. The dance floor has gotten even more crowded, the music is louder, the lights are even more blinding, and the dances are now changing faster than anybody can learn the steps. Social platforms have opened the red velvet rope to everybody. Algorithms have cranked the volume. And reach, well, it's now become something you have to shout in order to earn. And what did we do? Well, we marketers do what we always do. We found a metric for it. Attention, it stood in for connection. Visibility became validation. Impressions, mentions, clicks, all of them trophies for showing up loudly. Here's the thing. Attention isn't affinity. Attention's the spark, the, oh hey, across the room. But affinity? Affinity is the warmth that lingers after that glance and turns into a stare, the one over the straw in your glass. We built dashboards to count sparks while forgetting sparks mean nothing if they never catch fire. Noise isn't proof of connection. It's only proof that we found the volume knob. So now, with the new chaotic music of AI, search engine optimization, content automation, the rented land of social, and the fading power of paid media, the question isn't how do I get seen? It's how do I make people, a small number of people, want to move with me? It's getting interesting. Every marketer I talk to these days says some variant of the same thing. Something feels off. Yeah, generative AI made content faster, easier, more efficient, and somehow flatter. It's like we've all become a little too productive for our own good. And the reward for that efficiency? A quiet existential dread as leadership wonders whether the company still needs quite so many humans. The work still performs, but it doesn't feel like it used to. Yeah, off. Something feels off. But AI didn't cause our obsession with attention, it just handed us a mirror. And what it reflects, it isn't new. It's what always been there. Our habit of confusing visibility with value, attention with affection, reach with relevance. Here's the real point. When the cost of expressing and distributing our ideas drops to zero, attention doesn't become scarce, it becomes weightless. The polarity disappears. What used to be love for us or hate for us just blurs into meh. No passion, no pulse, just scroll, noise. Let's be clear. The dance isn't stopping and the DJs isn't taking requests. Things are going to get a lot messier before they get more meaningful. Or, to borrow a quote often wrongly attributed to Clayton Christensen, you may hate gravity, but gravity doesn't care. AI is here. But I think we're heading toward a quiet return to the beautifully imperfect, not anti-tech, pro-texture, the little signs that say, a human made this. We need to reintroduce care, even when AI's doing the choreography of our dance. You want a little more? Well, the link to my full article, it's in the post, and I break down exactly where I think that human imperfection may start to show up. Because at the end of the night, nobody's going to remember who was the loudest or who nailed the overbite. What they're going to remember is who made the room feel something. That's affinity, and that's what the kids are dancing to. I'll see you next week.